Throwing up the peace sign. Girl, I'm from the east side. Girl, you on my best side. But she from the west side. Now I just wanna know.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, what's good? And if you are returning, hi, welcome back. Thank you for clicking on this video. In this video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, a chit chat, a little bit more about myself. Since I only have like a few videos out and I haven't really spoken about myself, hopefully you get to what? Oh, you get to find out a little bit more about me, like a little bit. If you guys really want to get to know me, I might do like a get to know me tag, or maybe someone in the future do a Q&A, so you guys get to ask me what you want to know about me. So yeah, if you like this video and you want to get ready with me or watch me get ready, then please continue watching. I hope you enjoy this video. I don't know how I'm gonna achieve this because the mirror is where my light is. It's not that far, but as you all know, I am not visually impaired, but I can't see properly without my glasses and my contacts dry out my eyes. So God help me with trying to see what I'm doing. So hopefully this turns out nice. You know, when you do your makeup in a different part of a house or in someone else's house or in a different mirror, it just turns out a bit weird because, yeah. So I have on lip balm. I actually use Carmex. Everything else does not work for my lips apart from Carmex, but I threw it away because I had a cold sore and I used it when I had a cold sore and I'm not trying to give it back to myself. So I had to settle for something less moisturizing. But we good. Today I want to do a get ready with me. It's not how to do your makeup, it's a get ready with me. So you lot see me get ready. I'm gonna tell you which products I'm using, but I use different brushes for different things. So actually my eyebrows are going to be so hard to do on camera. It's going to be hard, it's going to take long as well, and I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to do all of that, so I'm going to do my eyebrows off of camera and then come back and then do the rest of my face. Okay, so I went off camera, did my eyebrows, and I'm about to set them. I set them with Eco Styler gel. Where is it? Yeah, I set my eyebrows with Eco Styler gel. Obviously, not hair gel. Eyebrow gel is gel, and I use this Eco Styler gel for my edges. So I'm thinking, eyebrows are hair, right? Let me just try it, and that's all I've been using since, and it's been working out okay for me. I use a toothbrush and then I put it all over my eyebrows. You know, one thing I can't stand, it's not that I can't stand, maybe it's because I won't do it myself. I mean, it looks okay-ish on other people, like, you know, when they just brush their eyebrows up and they just conceal it underneath. It's like the bushy brow. I'm really not a fan of it. I am not a fan. But I mean, if it works for you and you like it, go off, sis. Go off. I use the NARS foundation. I don't know, how the hell do people do this? Oh, there we go. There we fucking go. In shade Dark to New Orleans, or New Orleans, or however you say it. But this shade is too dark for me. It's not, it's a little bit too dark, but it's also orange. I have a yellow undertone. This has like an orangey red undertone, so I need to switch it up. Oh Jesus Christ, girl, I put a lot. I use the LA Pro Girl concealer to mix with the NARS foundation to make it my shade. It is in Warm Honey. I also use this to conceal under my eyes because I don't like it when it's super light, and this just works for me. I don't like when it's super light. Oh yeah guys, every time I post a YouTube video I get so nervous. It's like I start to sweat. I just start hyperventilating, and I'm just, yeah, I don't know. I know I get used to it with time. Actually, the first video that I posted, that's when I was extremely nervous. That's when I was so nervous. But after that, I was fine. This appears to be a little bit too light. Actually, yeah, it's fine. I'm just gonna do it. It's okay, it's fine. You know one thing, yeah, I'm just hoping that this makeup, you know, you have good makeup days and bad makeup days. Like, I'm hoping that I don't come on here and be like, this is how I do my makeup, and it just turns out trash. It turns out trash. But you know what, we're thinking positive. It's gonna turn out great. It's actually gonna turn out fab. Guys, one thing I'm so bloody tired of is hormones. Like, you know, I woke up this morning kind of moody, and I had no reason to be moody, like, and that's only one explanation for that, is hormones. And I'm on contraception, but it's pissing me off. I really don't want to be on it anymore, but I also don't want to have kids right now. And I'm changing my contraception as well. This is a bit TMI. It's not really TMI, but I know most people wouldn't want to be hearing about this, but really, I mean, I care. I am not the same person that I was anymore. Like, I'm like this little moody bitch. I am just always so, not always so moody, but I could be in the best mood. 10 minutes later, I don't want anyone to talk to me. I literally would not want anyone to talk to me. And then the only person that literally gets it all is my man, and I feel so bad. There's just a lot. It's a lot, mate, I tell you. I just can't wait for the male hormones to come. I mean, the male contraception to come out, so I could stop pumping these damn hormones into my body. But I know by the time that it comes out, I would have been at a stage where I'm like, okay, I'm ready to have kids now. I'm ready to have little pearls running around in the world, in this world. So I put on my foundation, and then I always use the back of my hand, but I need one of those things, you know, that that little palette thing that you put around your wrist, but then you put foundation and you mix a bunch of stuff in there so that your hands won't actually get dirty. Well, those who follow me on social media do know, but I'm from Botswana, and that's a small little gorgeous little precious country in Southern Africa. Is it Southern or Southern Africa? I don't know how to say it properly, but yeah, it's a cute little country in Southern Africa, or Southern Africa. It's next to South Africa, Zimbabwe, Namibia, and it's just so, I love my country. Oh mate, I mean, all of us love our countries, but yeah, I grew up in Botswana. I was born there. I came here when I was like 5, and then my mom couldn't really, well, actually I grew up in Botswana, I was born there, everything, but then my mom came to London. She came to England when I was 3. She left me with like relatives and family, my grandma mainly, and my aunt, and just family members to like look after me when she was gone. I loved growing up there, oh my god. And the thing is, we weren't poor, but we would have phases where there was no money and there was no food. Like, we wouldn't eat anything, especially with I'm a village girl. I basically, for those who are from Botswana, I was born and raised in Khansi, and Gaborone is like the village, and I mean it's the town or the city, and I hate it. It's too busy for me. Maybe that's why I don't like London like that. Like, I like London, but I don't like it at the same time, because I'm a little village girl. Oh, by the way, I let my concealer dry a little bit, get a bit tacky. That's when I don't know, that's when it stays longer for me, and it's just cuter. But yeah, so Gaborone was just a place that I didn't like, but majority, I would say like 90% of my family lived in Khansi. So I grew up there, and I grew up with so many cousins, so many cousins, and it was like a bunch of males, especially males, and I was the little test dummy. You know how boys like to make cars? Well, back then in Botswana, they made like metal cars, and like they made just a bunch of stuff, and then they'll put me in it and push me down the hill. I was like the crash dummy. I don't remember giving them consent to do that, but this is why I want so many kids, because I want them all to have, because I know they'll all get on, well, I hope so, they'll all get on, but then they'll have their own little cliques, kind of. That's how it was for me growing up anyway, because I was the only child at that time. So we'll have like a bunch of cousins. I think it was like between 12 to 15 of us all lived together, all grew up together, and yeah, everyone got along, but we'll all have like our main peoples. I was literally talking to my friends that grew up in Africa as well, and they were saying how like, oh yeah, they used to get cars to take them to school and back. They used to have their own rooms, their own beds, everything. I was like, y'all niggas live the good life, because I never had a bed, like my own bed. I never had my own bed till I came to England. Like we always slept on the floor. We would have like sheets and like blankets on the floor, and then it'd just be like a line of us just sleeping there. But I loved it. It was so fun, and we had TV, but we didn't have like a computer, we didn't have Wi-Fi, we didn't have any of that, and it was just still so much fun. Like, I really liked it. Looking back at it now, and I'm like, we literally had nothing, but it makes me so appreciative of everything that I have now. It's just, oh, it was so much fun, and I feel so bad for my siblings that didn't grow up there, and that they go there to visit, but they didn't really experience it like how me, my mom, and my aunt, and my grandmas, like those who are in this country, like whenever we have gatherings, always talk about it, and my siblings kind of feel left out because they didn't experience that. And we talk about how fun it was, but they're like, it sounds like you lot kind of struggled. But we're like, but we loved it, honey. Like, we proper loved it. It was just so much fun. When my mom moved, so I basically kept being passed on from family member to family member, and one time I lived in Gaborone, the city, and it had I lived with my aunt, one of my mom's sisters. She was working like literally all the time, so we had another family member. She had another family member come kind of live with us and like help babysit me and my cousin Hope, which you lot will meet sometime soon in my videos in the near future. Actually, she's my best friend. I have two best friends actually, my cousin who's my best friend Hope, and then my best friend who's not related to me. We're the little trio, but you guys will meet them soon. Anyways, yeah, so we'd lived in Gaborone, and then my aunt was always working, and there'll be times where we didn't have food, and we didn't see her for like 3 days, and we literally had no food, nothing, and we ate like raw onions because there was no food. It was like raw onions and raw potatoes that were in the house. We got like a bowl of sugar and then chopped up onions and then just mixed it and ate it. Like, that was my struggle. I feel like that's the most I've ever struggled in life. And I think about struggle, and if I've ever struggled in life, that's the only close to poverty, or maybe that is poverty. Like, that was the closest to me struggling, and it was a hot mess. And then when she got paid at the end of the month, we just buy a bunch of food, and just it'll be all cute and nice, and to have to eat raw onions again closer to the end of the month before payday. Before my mom actually moved to England, we moved to Gaborone, and then the city. I have to keep saying the city because Gaborone the city, Khansi the village. So we lived in the city, and we lived with this Polish man. We lived in like a little rich area because my mom was a cleaner, so we lived in like a little rich area, and not rich area actually, it was like an area for doctors and nurses. So We didn't really live with him, but we lived in his yard. We lived with a Polish man who was like a HIV doctor, and I feel like that was my first granddad. I had a granddad, but I spent more time with him, and he literally took us all under, and he was just the nicest man. But anyways, I keep derailing. So in the city before my mom left, we lived with this man, but we lived in his garage. We lived in his garage, and like it was just one room. Like it was just, obviously a garage is just one room, but the kitchen was there, the bedroom was there, and the living room, all in one room. And I think the ceiling was like, you know, the ceiling in Africa where it's just that silver like wavy thing. I don't know if you look get what I mean, but the ceiling wasn't like a proper ceiling. And then we had I think they built a little toilet in the side, and it was so small. It was so small, but I thought I was living the good life. I'm thinking me and my mom are sharing a bed. That's my first bed. And then my aunt and my cousin, it was me, my mom, my aunt, and my cousin Hope that lived there. My aunt and my cousin had their own bed, I think. I can't remember. I remember a sofa. I don't know if they slept in the sofa or the bed. If I went back there now, I'm thinking I was poor. Like I was so poor, but I loved it. Like I didn't see it like that at all. Maybe it's because I didn't have anything to compare it to, but I loved it so much. And because I grew up there, so I learned all the languages. Well, not all the languages, the main ones that I needed to learn. In Khansi we speak Shakalakhati, and then the main language was English and Setswana, and I know Setswana as well. I speak both of them fluently. English was my third language that I learned. I was living my best life before I started comparing everything. I feel like I was so much happier back then when I didn't have anything there than I am now when I just a bunch of stuff. Well, I sound so ungrateful, but I am happy. I super am happy. But we didn't have social media. We didn't have all of these other things that we're seeing people live a better life than us, and we're just like comparing ourselves to them, and I don't like that at all. In Botswana, like I feel like everyone around me literally was in the same situation that I was. Maybe their dads or their moms were in the country, but they had nice cars or this and this, but they would kind of share it with us. Oh please. I thought I left my contour shade somewhere. I also contour with LA Pro Girl concealer in Beautiful Bronze. I do my nose. I'm gonna give myself a little Caucasian nose today. And also, people kind of find this weird, but I love bum chins. So I kind of give myself a little bum chin, and yeah, just give myself a little bum chin. I think it's the cutest thing. I don't make it that obvious where it's like, girl, we know you drew that one. Or maybe it is obvious and I just can't tell. I take another beauty blender, and then I put, sorry it's so dirty, I need to wash everything, Jesus Christ. I put this at the end like this because I feel like applying it like this and like this, it makes it a bit harsh. And then when it's on a beauty blender, I could kind of control how much I'm putting on my cheeks. So yeah, I could put a little bit, and then take the back where there's no product, or maybe there's old rusty product, and just kind of blend it out. And if I feel like it's not enough, take a little bit more and then blend it out like that. I lived so good. I think I lived amazing, and I love the fact that I grew up with so many people. I was never ever lonely until I came to this country, because I just came by myself and I didn't have siblings at the time. I was the only child. But I found it so lonely. My mom was always working, and I started getting homesick because I'm in this foreign country and I felt like I was by myself. Actually, the fact that my mom was in England for so many years, I think she was she was in England for 3 or 4 years before she brought me over. Well, other people basically raised me for the time that she wasn't there. When she came to get me, I felt like I was going with a stranger. It didn't feel like my mum anymore. Like, my grandma became my mum. My grandma literally became my mum. So when my mum came to get me, I was like, oh child, I want to go to England and everything, but I'm going with someone that I don't know. I literally felt like I was going with someone that I did not know at all. After a while, I got used to her. I just got used to her. I think the first year it was a little bit hard for me, but I kept getting used to her. When I came to this country, child, I do not know English at all. Like, at all. English, remember I said English was my 3rd language that I learned? I did not know English at all, and I had to go to school with a bunch of white people, like, because I didn't grow up with a bunch, like, I did not grow up with white people. It was just, oh, it was just so overwhelming. It was just so brand new to me. It was just a lot. First of all, I'm in the country, and it was just a bunch of like unfamiliar faces, and I don't know how to speak their language. I don't know how to communicate with any of them. I don't know why my mom would send me to school straight away instead of teaching me English before I went there, because, mate, that was a lot for me. But eventually I learned English. I remember trying to learn it, and my mom bought me a bunch of books that helped with like learning English, obviously. And I remember trying to learn it, and after that I don't remember anything else. I just remember being able to speak it fluently. Lord knows how. I used to confuse how are you with how old are you, and my mom taught me most of the English as well, because, well, obviously she had been here for longer than I have. She came here before I came. But my mom's English is not like the best. This woman, till this day, yeah, you know lingerie, it's spelled lingerie, and I've been saying lingerie all my life until last year. I'm 22 years old now. 22 years old, saying lingerie instead of lingerie. It sounds funny, me saying lingerie. But nobody's ever corrected me my entire life until I came to London, where everyone just thought. But every time I ask the people around me, and I'm like, well, how come none of you lot corrected me? They're like, oh, we thought it was just your accent. I'm like, nigga. My accent cannot make me speak like that. Like, Jesus Christ. I feel like I don't have an accent, actually. Actually, I do. It comes out sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. Sorry, guys. I've got to tell you, I'm using... oh, Miss Beauty London. This, I think it's foundation. Oh, a bronzer. But it's like it's actually my skin shade, and I use it to set my foundation, actually. And for underneath my eyes, since I do not have I ran out of setting powder for underneath my eyes. Contour first, and then set my cream contour with powder contour. Yeah, it's just better for me to set it with powder contour after. And for contour, I'm using Clinique. It just says Clinique. You know what, don't worry. I'm using Clinique powder, and the back is so... I've had it since 2013 or something. It's so... and this is what it looks like. In school, I had friends-ish, but I was so quiet in school that my teachers had to call in a meet with my mom because they thought I was a mute. Like, I was so shy. I never really communicated with many people, because I think it's because I was used to it from me not knowing English and not speaking to people. I just got used to it like that, and I just never spoke to people. I contour my nose as well, but I try not to over contour it. I gave myself a little Caucasian nose, but not too Caucasian. My aim is to finish all of this makeup by 3. It's currently 2:45. My aim is to finish everything by 3 o'clock. I'm almost done anyway, guys. My makeup doesn't really take that long. I feel like I spend more time blending and on my eyebrows than I do on my whole face. I take a setting spray. This is a setting spray container bottle. This is a setting spray bottle, but I put water in it. I don't really use setting sprays like that. I don't use primers, which I do need to. Actually, it benefits me more using primers during the summer than it does during the winter, because I have an oily T-zone, so it benefits me using it in the summer. And it's currently winter now. Well, it's kind of easing itself into winter. Not really easing, it's fully rushing. Jesus Christ, that water smells a bit funny. It's been in this bottle for a very long time. I'm just spraying expired water on my face. This shit is probably expired. And then I use the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. My cousin gave this to me. It was too light for her, so I'm like, you know what, girl, hand it to me. Just throw it in the bag. I also do not use eyeshadow. I use the same highlighter to contour, highlight my nose obviously, and I use it on my eyelids because I'm not like an eyeshadow person like that. I also had eyelash extensions that fell out. I currently have 3 in this eye and like 5 in the other. I don't use falsies. I really want to start using falsies, but I can't put them on. I can't put them on to save my life, and they're always halfway up my eyelid, or they make me look like I have a lazy eye because of the way I'm putting it on. No matter how many YouTube videos I've watched, no matter how many beginners put on eyelash videos I've watched, it's just terrible. I can't do it properly. Same goes with eyeliner. Actually, eyeliner, I'm a little bit better with eyeliner than I am with eyelashes. And with these eyelash extensions, these are the second time I've ever, this is the second time I've ever put them on. Well, this is the second time I've ever had them on, should I say. The first time, they looked okay, but the next day I just rubbed them off and then they all fell out. And this time, they looked fab, darling. They looked gorgeous. I'm probably going to go to I am going to go to the same room to actually get them done again before I go on holiday. It just, I looked cute, especially with no makeup on and you have braids and your edges are looking laid and oh, they just look nice. Speaking of edges, I am currently trying to grow out my edges. These frontals have really finished my edges. Well, it's not really the frontals that have finished it, it's me myself that's actually finishing my edges, because I don't remove the frontal how I'm supposed to do it. I don't remove it properly. That's not the way forward, kids. If you want to have braids, if you want to have cute hairstyles or rock your natural hair, you need edges. You need your damn edges. And I'm currently using, I'm mixing coconut oil with shea butter and black castor oil. Black castor oil does wonders for my hair. I don't think you don't understand. That's why I'm not really worried, because I'm thinking, oh, they're gonna grow back within like a few months because of the way my hair loves castor oil. I'll just religiously put it on. So I did my mascara, well, the rest of my mascara off camera, and I took off the band that was laying my hair. I've had this wig for a very long time. It was constructed by, sorry, I'm doing this while speaking. I like for my lips to be so moisturized all the time. I put on so much Carmex or whatever I use, I put it on so much that people would think I have lip gloss on, but I just like to apply it theirs. But yeah, like I was saying, this hair is from Miss Lula on AliExpress, and I've had it for a very long time. It's been a year now, and look at this, hunty. It's so shiny. And my friend Sandra, no, Units by Sandra, she made it. I'll leave her link and everything else down below. She literally does all my wigs. She made this wig for me. It's a 360 frontal. It looks so adorable. It looks so cute. I've had it, I didn't glue down the sides by the way, so don't mind that. but I've had it for a while. And the quality of this hair is insane. The fact that I always use Miss Lula's hair. If they don't have the textures that I want, I literally look up YouTube videos on hair reviews of like different companies and see which ones would actually, and then just pick hair through that way. But Sandra actually has recommendations for AliExpress companies, and the fact that they're so affordable as well, that's what I like. It's still so bloody silky. I have in 20 inches, but I have a very short torso, so it looks extremely long on me. Let me try zoom out to show you the length. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope I opened up a little bit more about myself and to you guys and where I grew up and all of that, and hopefully I wasn't rambling on too much. And when I tell stories, I don't really tell one story. I tell 500 stories within that one story. So hopefully it all makes sense to you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment and share. Sweet.
Do better, who better, you better. Been around like hella propellers. Wanna know who you with, don't